Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears, live an amazing life, and I will supply the tools for you to manifest anything. Are you ready? We're going to do something cool today. Get ready. I'm going to ask you a question and we're going to refocus, bring you into a different reality. As soon as you shift into something else through your focus, quantum mechanics, you just change your reality, you just change your pathway. Even if it's this much, you just change your pathway. And we're going to go to a higher frequency, to that place where you're going to find peace and start to focus on the things that you desire. That happier, abundant, peaceful life. All right, I'm going to ask you one question right now. Has worry ever gotten you more money? Has worry ever gotten you that relationship back? Has worry ever changed your job situation that you didn't like? I could go on and on. I could spend an hour on this, but I don't think that you need any more hints here. Has worry ever changed anything for the better? Or did you have a situation that was uncomfortable and worry accelerated it and took you down? The worry squashed it, took it, pushed it down, made it more of a problem, more intense. Quantum mechanics, you just focused on it and you took yourself down into a negative place and actually reinforced and focused on the very thing you don't want. You actually amplified it because the worry is the amplifying of the negative situation, the one that you don't desire. You see no value in it. You don't like it. You fight it. You worry because you don't believe that there's something different out there that exists for you, that's going to come to you, that's going to happen in your life, that you're going to shift into. Worry is the total opposite of what you want to do. How do we get out of that? All right? Worry is the very thing that says to the universe, fear, I don't believe it. Lack, I'm battling what's happening to me. Now, I've done videos before where I show you that if you take every negative situation and you ask yourself, what could I possibly learn from this? What positive thing could come from this? First of all, the first thing is, if you're in that situation, and most of you are getting this, which I love hearing you say, I did it, I'm taking responsibility. Then you ask yourself, if I put myself in this situation and I'm here, I can change it. Because if I did that, and there's not some outside source that is punishing me, or I just have, some bad luck or whatever it is, then I'm actually doing it, which means I must be thinking, believing, acting in a certain way that is placing me in that situation. And that's the universe showing me, this is what you're thinking. This is what you're believing. Now, you can say, well, I didn't order my parents and all that. We're not going to go into your, let's just say, your life choices in advance to come here to learn and to interact with other people. We're not going to go into that right now. But you did that too. So, everything has a positive potential opportunity. Everything is an opportunity, potential, let's just say, choice for you to raise your frequency. In other words, potentiality exists everywhere. Everything is potential. Everything's an opportunity. Worry is don't like it, focusing on it, lack, and you're taking it down. Worry has never benefited you, ever. It is a focus on exactly what you don't want. Now, how many times have you worried about things that just never came to pass? They just never happened. Maybe 99% of the time. Maybe some of you 100% of the time, the thing that you worried about never happened. Or it never happened the way you thought it would. Or you survived and maybe something good actually happened from it, right? How many of you, or I should just talk to you, has worry ever benefited from you, or did you torture yourself? Because worry takes you into the dark night of the soul. Worry is, my life is not going the way I want. Everything that's happening is bad. Everything's negative. I feel powerless, and I don't see anything in my future that is good. In other words, I don't think I'm doing any of this. I don't believe that my life is something that I orchestrate. Worry is not your friend. Ask yourself why you're worrying. Number one, I'm afraid. I don't want something, or I do want something, and either way, I don't believe it's going to happen. I'm either going to get something I don't want, or I'm not going to get something that I want. Either way, I'm not getting what I want. That's the ego looking to the outside world. All right? So what's going to happen when you go into a peaceful place where nothing outside of you can possibly dictate your happiness? This is why awakening is so important. This is why we must focus, not on the lottery, not on the really getting your ex back. Come on, there are other people out there for you, but you're not believing that. And you're not believing that that other new person coming in could possibly be better than the ex. Has to be better than the ex, because if you're not with the ex, they're not your mate. They're not your soulmate. They're not the right frequency for you. If you're not winning the lottery, that's not where you're supposed to be in your life. You're supposed to earn your way and learn from it and do something amazing and get the abundance. If you get off of that which you believe you must have and you worry about anything, then your ego is totally in control. And we don't want the ego in control. I may have to bring Hacker T-Dog, my little puppet that plays the ego. It's your friend. It's trying to protect you on a lower frequency. That's all it's trying to do. Don't battle it. Just look at it and say, okay, worry is me not taking control. So then, to get out of this, you ask yourself, worry is not accomplishing anything. Worry is the opposite of where I want to go with this situation. What can I do, think, believe that will place me in a quantum field, a quantum, let's just say, probability, that's the opposite of what's going on here? It's not worry. I must believe, know, or do. Now, a lot of you are not going to be able to go into those feelings because you're still not really believing. You're still worrying. So, you take action. You do something. You empower yourself. Action is huge. When you take action, you will feel like something is happening. And your message to the universe is the opposite of worry. It's that I'm not accepting this situation. I know I can change it, and I'm changing it. All right? So action can put you in a higher frequency if you can't go into that, oh, I believe I'm going to, be able to pay my bills or have a loving relationship. I believe it. And you're going, oh, I don't believe it. And you're still worrying, right? We do that. There's this little voice back here. And sometimes you're so deep into that, you can't even imagine thinking anything different. Those are habits and patterns that must be broken, all right? So go into the action space. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that could change that? It might have to be watching a video, meditating, and then sitting there and still worrying and say, okay, I'm just going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You have to reprogram yourself. I mean, this didn't happen overnight. We've been doing this for centuries, and we share the collective negativity and positive frequencies too. So, worry never helped you, did it? It never got you anything you wanted. It absolutely reinforced the opposite. So, do my 3-second manifesting. I'm going into worry. Worry is a negative thought. Worry is disbelief. Worry is not that message I want to send. Boom, I've got to go over here and say, I refuse to accept this situation because I know I'm in control and I can change anything. I am causing all of this, and there's something over here I need to learn. I'm either doing something over and over again that's creating that. I am always worried. I'm not believing. I don't have self-esteem. I'm keeping myself right there, and then I'm frustrated and worrying about it when the message is, you're doing this. What do you need to do, need in a positive way, to change this? Let's take the steps. Change that thought. Change it, change it, change it. Even if you don't believe it, Change the thought because it's better than worry, right? It's a higher thought than worry. Pull over. Boom. I refuse to accept this. I refuse to accept that I'm not going to be happy, live an amazing life. I refuse to accept that my life doesn't have purpose. I refuse that. I know it has purpose. I know that everybody on this planet is equally equipped. Equal opportunity for every single one. Why? We're one collective. If we're one collective, then we must all share the same information, ideas. Everything is in that collective space. Are you going to go into it? What are you going to pull from it? And then imagine this collective consciousness. Wow, everything's in there. I could come up with an idea, or I could start a business, or I could go get that amazing job, or go get skills, or I can create some ideas, or some song, or art, or what. Everything's in there, and it's guiding you. It's available. There's no limit to it. How can there be a limit to it? It is you, it's God, it's one. We're all one thing, right? We're just playing things out. We're just experiencing things. It's beyond our human pea-brain comprehension. We don't have to worry about that. That's right. We don't have to worry about that. So let's not. What are you going to do today to pull yourself out of that and change that message to, I am finding a solution. I will not be that person. What can I learn from this situation? And how am I going to change my life right now, today? And you can do this right now. You can change your entire future right now. That's a fact. Because as soon as you switch over to something different than what you're doing now, your life just completely changed. You are no longer going to play out that same pathway. Right? And we want to take you up here. Abundance, joy, everything awaits you. You can find that. You can find that path. All those answers are for you. It is not just for me or him or her. It's for you. Tap into it. You have to know it's there. Meditate. Ask for answers. Ask for the guidance. Say, I'm ready, thank you. I'm ready, thank you. And don't have expectations. That's disbelief. That's where it's not going to happen. Are they going to answer me? Do I get the signs? One of my Breakthrough Fear students, and she's now learning the internet. She's making major changes in her life. She said she kept seeing signs saying, slow down. And so I guess slow down. It could be something that simple, but so many signs are around us and we don't look. We're just worrying about everything. It's time to let it go. So if you do my manifest anything, I'll put it up here. Is it going to be here or here? I don't know where it's going to go. I will put manifest anything. I think it's over here. Video. You're going to see it as I'm talking. You're going to see a subscribe logo, and then you're going to see the next video. I'll put manifest anything. That's when we go into the quantum field. We clear everything out. We connect to that big space of all probabilities. We place a thought in there. What do we desire? Just one thought. And we take the worry and all the negative thoughts, we bless them, we spin them out into space. We spin them out. We're not going to keep them in this energy field here. We're going to release it. And we're going to push our energy field out, and we're going to focus on now that which has always been there. But now because we're focusing on it, that wave is going to turn into a particle, and we're going to keep focusing, and believing that it is going to happen, and in the way it's supposed to, and I'm going to learn along the way all the lessons and accept this and make the changes that I need to become that person, to get in that situation. Everything is possible for you now. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Get busy. Over here. Namaste.